Once again, we are here to go through the market. It's the 14th day of August 2025. And as usual, the market which presents us with opportunities to make money is here again, up and running, 2 hours done already. And we're just here to continue to look for such opportunities as they present themselves. A lot has happened in the couple of weeks that has just gone by. We will go through and see what's happening and where we have opportunities to fly. Okay, so as usual, I've told us several times that the market does not move on a straight line, and we can see now that the market is coming back down to earth. But before we go ahead to see exactly what's going on, very good afternoon to you from wherever you are connected. This is me, your wealth creation enthusiast with a passion for creating wealth and helping individuals and corporate organizations build their corporate and personal net worth via investing in the stock market and the money markets. As usual, we'll be going through what's happening in the market real time, and I'll be telling you exactly what's going on with your investments, while, as always, we expect that you do your own little part to get more people involved by going ahead to power tap your screen severally. While you are still doing that, make sure you are giving gifts and sharing these live sessions. On screen activities such as those, as advised just now, helps to drag the attention of so many people onto our live stream, and hopefully we get more people who need the information that we share here on a daily basis, so that we do not eat alone, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're back again. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward from here. A lot is going on, but before we proceed, thank you very much, Isokes. I see you there. Appreciate your presence as well. And of course, the presence of so many others, both on TikTok and on Instagram. You know, as usual, I will go through market activities yesterday, preview what happened, and then go on to take your comments all the way till 1 p.m. when the lines will then be open on TikTok for your comments, questions, and otherwise. So on to equities review for yesterday. The Nigerian exchange we saw shrank by about 121 billion as sell pressure on some key stocks halted the bulls, resulting in a sharp reduction in combined equity portfolio value yesterday. So 121 billion naira was lost yesterday. I'm sure some of those stocks that are in your portfolio that have been gaining for several weeks amongst those that lost and contributed to that figure. The local bulls halted the bullish momentum yesterday, closing in a negative territory as profit-taking activities in some medium and blue chip stocks weighed in on the overall performance of the market. All share index declined for the first time in many weeks by 0.13% to settle at 145,865 points, trimming the year-to-date return to 41.72%. So the Nigerian exchange has done 41.2672% year-to-date, which ranks very high amongst so many other brokerage, capital markets across the world. Profit takers will continue. I'm sure the insurance industry that has been buzzing all these days will eventually experience a serious sell-off. And it's predicted, I told you all, not to chase those insurance stocks anymore and just wait by. Just as we are seeing in the crypto market as well. You know, we do not discuss crypto too much, but I can tell you this is not now the time to buy crypto, because as at yesterday, Ethereum was hovering around $4,700 per coin, just $200 short of the all-time high of about created in 2001, I think, or 2021, right? So now that cryptos are jumping, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, this is not actually the time to buy. You wait for a sharp pullback to take position, and of course, it has to be a long-term position. But generally, the mistake the rest of the world or investing public makes is there is so much buzz and hype about a stock or a stock market or a cryptocurrency, and everybody jumps in during the high. That's not the time to buy. The reason why so many people keep losing in the market is because they are chasing a moving train, and you know how dangerous that is even in real time. So the stock market pullback despite a broadly positive market breadth, highlights the influence of the strategic profit taking. So most of those hot money that ran into those insurance stocks, they are now pulling them out to make their profits. If you are one of those who speculated, then this is your time. I won't take too much time because there's a lot to look for and a lot of opportunities to look towards. But let me just conclude by saying stock analysts reported approximately 1,341 million units valued at 20 million naira transacted over insurance transactions. Oh, 20 billion. Sorry, I beg your pardon. 20 billion. 1,341 million insurance stocks were traded. Universal Insurance led the activity chart, accounting for 14.43% of the total volume of all trades consummated, followed by Japol Gold. Suddenly, Japol is receiving attention again, gaining 9.19%. Veritas Cap still gained yesterday 6.96%. Access Corporation 6.34%, Sterling 5%, and all of that. FTN Cocoa, Learn Africa, RUT Briscoe were amongst the top value contenders for yesterday's transaction. I want to go straight to your comments as well as see what's going on with these insurance stocks. I'm seeing that TIP has pulled back from 15 naira to 14 naira. Let me quickly take a look at what the bid and offer status is. Please keep your comments coming in. If I miss those comments, do well to come back and repeatedly send them until I respond, because the screen continues to scroll and it's not easy dealing with several comments on various platforms. Okay, so tip down to 14 naira, and we're seeing a lot of offers again. 3 million offers, 1.4 million bids. Highest bid is 13 naira 60 kobo. So unimpressed with the 14 naira quotation at the moment, but that's where tip is right now. And then we go on to Dangote Cement, 533 naira, down from the 577. You would realize that Dangote Cement has always traded intraday less than the 577 it closes. So a chance to buy it cheaper at 525 naira per share for the long term. There is value in Dangote Cement, but it will take some form of patience to achieve all of the okay, can I average up on Northern Nigerian flour mills to cover losses or still hold? Helen Bliss. Let me see what's happening with that. This is a very delicate time for Northern Nigerian flour mills. I can tell you what will happen with that stock. Considering the fact it doesn't move with the crowd, when the general bull comes to a stop, you will find a situation where a stock like that will begin to gain ground. Northern Nigerian flour mills, as we speak now, suddenly is showing some intentions to move up. 89 naira per share currently, up from 87 naira 10 kobo. For the first time in several weeks, it is now experiencing higher bids, slightly higher bids, 166,000 bids for Northern Nigerian flour mills versus 106,000 offers. It's looking pretty much like time for Northern Nigerian flour mills to make a swing upwards. That's my take. So if you want to average up, please go ahead before the race starts for that stock. It normally does solo runs, and it's expected that while others were running, it sits back, and now that others are cooling off, we will see Northern Nigerian flour mills jumping. Coach, I bought Sovereign Trust at 396. Hope I'm not in trouble. If you chased after that stock, you may just be in a little bit of hot water right now. That's Prosper Comey. Let me see what that stock is at the moment. Sovereign Insurance. I will always be here to give you guidance and advice, but please let's be informed. The opinions and ideas shared here are specifically mine and should not be taken hook, line, and sinker. You are advised to do your due diligence. So as we speak right now, you are in a bit of a trouble because Sovereign Insurance suddenly has 12 million offers on the table, zero bid. So it's on full offer, and that's dangerous because at this point you are most unlikely to sell. It closed yesterday at 3 naira 60 kobo. It's now 3 naira 24 kobo. The highest loss permitted for the day, and that means your 3 naira 96 kobo price, you are in some form of problems. It will take some time for these offers on the table to clear out. I'm seeing a lot of transactions still going on sovereign insurance. But once you see no more bids, it means sellers are in the market right now. Profit takers are now selling off, and I hope you are not stranded. Um, all of the insurance stocks, from the look of things, are now losing. Even WAPIC is on full offer, very much expected. For those who are going long term, you do not need to be in any kind of concern. So much for traders who have decided to sell off and take their profits. Veritas cap also full bid, 36 million bids. I mean, full offer, 36 million shares offered, zero bids as we speak. So all of the insurance companies suddenly going red, meaning today is a day when most of these stocks will eventually be sold off, and they will dominate the losers chart. Having dominated the gainers chart for several days running. Coach, what do I do? Bamboo are not responding on my charms rights request. Oyin, I don't know what else you can do right now. I think um, if you have another broker, the best thing to do is to apply through that broker, even if you hold the shares on Bamboo. That's because in the end, they're all using the same registrar. Charms has only one registrar. And so another broker can package your charms directly to the registrar through the registrar, and then you can go ahead to take up your rights. Okay. Lasako also losing from 5 naira to 4 naira 50 kobo. It was just not natural. At least if you've been following me here, you can agree with me that I kept giving the warning. The insurance sector will boom. These are just early signs, but all these things will cool off. And this is what you get from the experience that I have gathered in the market. You better use it to your advantage and not undo yourself. As we speak right now, suddenly, while others are in trouble, charms just continues to fly. One good reason for diversification, right? Charms from 2 naira 73 kobo up to 3 naira as we speak, and that's the maximum price. Currently 9 million bids versus 3 million offers. So Charms, in spite of doing rights issue, is still making shareholders rich on the floor of the stock exchange. Bamboo is not offering. So they said, oh, really? Kaka is informing us now. But it's not their place to offer or not. I know that they are affiliated to a stock brokerage firm. They should find a way to connect the investors to the brokers so that they can take up their rights, because your right is your right unless those stocks are not in your name. If the stocks you bought on these platforms are in your name, then you should be able to take up your rights, because, or you could write the registrars of charms, directly notify the registrars of charms that your current fintech is not able to process and you want to process directly. I think it's possible. Usually some rights, just like they do public offers, are also possible to process through the banks. I don't know if this is one of those. Anyway, we just need to find out. Please keep repeating your messages if I miss them, your comments, so I can continue to see them without the struggle of having to scroll on various screens. Okay, so I'll just be taking any one that I am able to catch as time permits me. Greetings, coach. Good job. God bless you. Please, is it okay to sell my Honeywell and add to Dang Sugar? While that is not a bad move, if you like, because in the end, I'm sure you must have made some good profit and you just want to calmly now slot in somewhere else for the long term. From what I see, in the end, Honeywell Flour is going to be delisted. We're still waiting for the parent company, Nigerian Flour Mills, to decide what they want to do in terms of how much payout before it is delisted. So while it is still lingering like this, the only thing I would have advised is maybe you could wait a bit and see how high it goes next, because after cooling off for so long a time, the next step it usually takes is to fly. Dangote Sugar at 55 is actually a good entry for the long haul. Please remember, for the long haul. I'm seeing a lot of supplies, 4.8 million offers versus 661,000 bids. So there are chances that you could still see it as low as that 55 I'm looking at on the screen. Surprisingly, in the midst of all of this, deep cap continues to rise and still remains on full bid, 1.3 million bids, zero offers. This is just simply amazing, isn't it? Okay, coach, please can you talk about Fidelity? Eniola Emmanuel Okpeyemi. I'm looking at Fidelity here. It just continues to present opportunity to those who are interested and really know what they want. Someone is heavily supplying Fidelity in the market. Whether or not to keep the price stagnated until they pack up what they want, I can't tell. But what I'm sure of is Fidelity at 20 naira 75. My goodness, that's a fantastic opportunity to buy a stock that pays dividend twice. So any Fidelity you buy now, you are qualifying for the interim dividend coming up in 2 months' time. And of course, afterwards, by that time also, the third quarter result would have been announced, within which period you will eventually see some capital gains. So 20 naira per share, very cheap. I've done a comparative analysis between Fidelity and Wema, and I have not seen a reason why Wema continues to be more expensive. But you know what? All of these things, in a matter of time, it happens. Maybe something else that we can't see on paper yet is pushing Wema as high as it is, but time shall tell. Hi, coach, please, I'm so scared to invest. I need hand-to-hand guide. Well, June 27th is your handle. I want to advise that you be careful with hand-to-hand or by hand help. The reason why this community is a do-it-yourself club is to cut off um, any chance for a middleman to come and deceive you. We are a do-it-yourself club in the sense that you ask questions, you listen up, you go through all of the materials and the platforms we are on, and make up your mind. So in the end, you are the CEO of your portfolio, and usually you come out with the best decisions. So cast away that fear that you have, and that's the only limiting factor you have now. That means you are about your own enemy, and the only thing to do is to destroy that fear and proceed, knowing that you have the guidance of people. You can type just as I've read your message now. You can keep asking questions. The beautiful thing about us is that even if your questions get missed in the live stream, you can join in the Discord platform and ask those questions. There are so many people who are very experienced and willing to help with good responses. So I like to advise that you drop that fear, because that is actually a limiting factor and has denied so many people so many successes in life. Maybe, just maybe, you are now in the right place where that fear will eventually be surmounted, and so that you can move forward. Nothing to fear about if you make time your friend and you eventually have a mindset. There are so many people who joined knowing nothing about what to do, but going forward, they began to make serious progress, and today they are very bold and confident in the steps they take in the market. Wema is in a big boys club now, G30. All right, we will know. Please, coach, can I apply more than my charms rights through Atlas? Absolutely. As far as you make some funds available, enough funds, the cornerstone, just beyond what your rights cost, keep sufficient funds that will cater for the extra you are asking for. There are chances you may be sold to, but the rights is so juicy, more than 1 naira discount to the market price, and I foresee it being fully, in fact, oversubscribed. And when you get feedbacks like that, that a company does rights issue or public offer and it turns out to be oversubscribed, it shows you the level of confidence the public and the owners have in the business. Okay, good afternoon, coach. Thank you for all you do. What do you recommend we buy now? Bookie. Yesterday, I told us, in fact, since Monday, I saw that the pullback in USCN was enough. And I started advising those in my inner circle to go in and buy USCN. Wow, USCN is down to 72 from 78. It closed yesterday. Maybe the insurance pullback is now reflecting on it. So what we can do is still take more position in USCN. It's about to rebound from that pullback, but there is a temporary setback here because I'm seeing now that the price has dropped to 72 from 78 that it closed yesterday. And I saw this pattern yesterday as well. Early in the day, the stock price struggles towards closing. There's a serious battle to get into the stock, and then before you know it, the supplies dry up. So we see what happens today if that pattern continues. In any case, it's still a bargain within the 70 naira range. All right. So buying some at 78 and buying more at 72 eventually helps to lower your entry price. But let's see how it goes. Maybe should it drop below 70 again, much better. What's the price to go in on UAC and Coach? Well, we are looking at 72 right now, and even 71.50 if you like. But time will tell if the pattern continues, whereby towards later on in the course of trading, demand increases far more than supplies to get the price pulling back up. I bought custodian at 44, but now at 39. Should I average up? Helen Bliss, I am really worried with your entry prices right now, because I've always been here telling us not to chase these stocks. I don't know when you decided to buy 44 quite high. It could pull back lower. So what will help you now is to stay on and keep watching the trend. Today it's at 39 you said. Let me go there and check what the situation is with custodian. That was the stock that was selling at 19 and 20 when I came on to inform us that the MD of Toyota Nigeria had bought in billions of naira worth of shares. I posted that on my Twitter and Instagram page. Eventually, the stock price ran all the way to 30, 35 before the insurance rally began and shot it up to 40. So I couldn't have said go ahead and buy. It's currently 37 naira per share. So the heavy pullback in insurance stocks is also hitting it hard. 1.4 million offers versus 528,000 bids. So I would advise you to hold on, because the lower it goes, the better for you now to buy before you average down. That way you are averaging down and positioning to get back into profit faster. But for now, just watch and see how low it gets. I am believing that if the insurance pullback continues till tomorrow, tomorrow is a very dangerous day for stock prices following weekend approaching and nothing to look forward to till Monday. And of course, the need for some people to pull out funds for whatever they need it for. We are in the holiday season, and for that reason, a lot of people will still be pulling out funds from the market to do whatever they want. So should it go lower today, closed at 39 or 37, and then tomorrow it goes further down, then that will be a better entry price to begin your journey of averaging down. The assurance you will have is that any price you buy now lower automatically reduces your average entry price from that 44. So you actually bought at the high, and I wish you didn't. In any case, there is always a way out in this community. Add that step of buying lower more, and then to patience, you will be fine. All right. Custodian Insurance is actually the best insurance company listed on the stock exchange right now, and gives the best returns, as a matter of fact. So it can only get stronger with this insurance sector recapitalization exercise that may kick off next year. I'm looking forward to next year. I do not think that will start this year. Okay, Coach, please, the opportunity is there opportunity in shorting stocks? The same, if that's what you mean. On the exchange, on the NGX, there is no shorting. Coach, WAPIC went from full B to full offer in minutes. How is that possible? It feels planned. Well, of course it's planned. Everybody is executing their plan on the stock exchange. For now, the traders who went into all insurance stocks with hot money are now pulling out their money. That's their plan, to buy low and sell high and get out of the market. So there was a rushed sale or sell-off that swept all the bids, and then, of course, they are now enjoying their loot, if you like. I got MTN shares when it was 119 naira per share. Do you advise I sell or buy more now? Ferry, depends on the volume you have. And at this point, what we are seeing in the market is not abnormal. So nobody should be threatened. If you came in late and started buying stocks high, then that's where there's a problem. Okay? But it's normal for the market to pull back after a long rise. We've been seeing all the noises, even on social media. Everybody's talking about stocks, doing content about stocks and all that. It tells you how vibrant the market has been in the last few months, in most part of this year. So the market will always pull back. And if it's pulling back, just as I would say, do not run after a moving train, then you should also organize yourself to go after such a stock when the pullback subsides. Do not dive in immediately now that the pullback is on. You have to be tactful in the market to get results. So you stay on and watch to see how low the pullback brings your preferred stocks, and then you jump in. All right. I said it here severally. Phase one of the insurance sector rally is all of what is happening. Then a pullback will ensue. Then after a while, a little drag upwards, and then you will hear about public offer, rights issue, mergers and acquisitions in the insurance industry. Within the next 1 year, all of that will settle. So before then, you will identify the best insurance company, take good position in them, and relax yourself for the long term. Unless you put in short-term funds, then you should be selling and getting out. After all, I bought ICO at 170 or so and sold at 250 or thereabouts. And then after I sold, the rally began. But after I sold, ICO dropped to 2 naira before it picked up. Then the rally came and pushed it up to 4 naira. The problem with whoever buys at 4 naira now is that you can't even sell. And then you just bought when you should not be buying, because profit takers must take their profit. You can't stop that. Okay. Coach, between Dang Cement and Boa Cement, which should be my focus to top up more? I have equal asset costs. Okay. On both. Actually, I have the feeling that Boa Cement stands a chance of growing your giving you more capital gains. But the truth is, Dangote Cement is the clear leader in the cement industry. Add all the cement industries, check all of them together. Dangote Sugar is number one. So it's up to you to determine what you want right now. It has the chance to climb to 700. I don't know, maybe in the next 1 year. But so does Boa have a chance to climb near 300 as well, depending on what eventually happens in the course of the next 1 year period. Dang Sugar is about to go on full offer. Interesting stuff. Let's go and see what the situation is there. Now bargains are beginning to show up little by little, but I want to stay patient and not quickly rush into mentioning which is yet a bargain. And it is times like this that you begin to look for those stocks that didn't move during the rallies. First off, let's see Dangote Sugar, 51 naira 50 kobo. Looks interesting. Okay, it's not about to go on full offer. Kaka, I'm looking at 5 million offers, yes, but 827,000 bids. That's still some quantity before it can go into full offer. If full offer comes, then more bargains for us. And then we're looking at a stock like Equities, which is now struggling to stay on top of 4 naira. The time will come when Equities will be far above 4 naira, climb to 450, having been back and forth that 4 naira range. And ladies and gentlemen, for whatever reason in the world, Chams is on full bid again. Twice this week, full bid, full offer, full bid right now. 13.4 million bids. zero offers. That's the stock market for you when you least expect. And I'm sure I am having that feeling. If you are that person, indicate right now. I am just having that feeling that someone sold their charms. Maybe not all, but just because charms wasn't moving when the insurance companies were rallying, you sold your charms, you bought insurance, now insurance is stuck, charms is on full bid. Who is that person? Can you identify yourself? Somebody's listening to me right now, you are that person. Just for the purpose of learning's sake, maybe you didn't sell all your charms, but you got uncomfortable with how charms was stagnating, and you sold that charms, and you went into insurance. Suddenly insurance is now being rejected. Okay, Ada Otache says, Mio. Well, it's really interesting to know that we are used to these things, right? It always happens. And you begin to check your back. Is it my village people? Are they monitoring me to make sure that I fail in all I do? No, it's not. Oh my God. People are having a good laugh on Instagram, right? So that's what happens. But I want you to know that that's not the end of the world. You see, any mistake you make in the stock market, just consider it a learning process. In fact, it's you paying your school fees by that loss you made. Whatever you have lost by any mistake in the stock market, you are paying your school fees. You know why? You will never make that mistake again. Or you will hardly make such an error. Yes? Oh my God. Someone is saying, Pastor Coach, you know us well. Benjamin Bolaji. All right? I just knew it. Something just told me somebody made this mistake. You see? Whereas someone like Toby Loba says, I bought more charms when it was 2 naira 60 kobo. Interesting. Otemu says, Coach, you just sounded like a pastor. Well, you guys are the one calling me prophet and so on. So maybe you are prophesying things that is now happening. Baba Gift says, check the group and you will see your answer. Okay, Kaka, you mean I speak like a pastor too? Interesting. Okay. Udo says, I sold my charms. It's me, Coach. Aha. So we found our people. Now, this is not to ridicule anybody. We are a family, okay? We are one community, and we should be able to help each other through certain circumstances. Insurance company that you bought will eventually bounce back. But to bounce out of whatever you have gone into quickly, you will wait and watch to see this deep bottom out. There will be a second round of rally, but the dip must happen because those traders must sell as much as possible, and the rally has been much, so the dip may be much. But wherever it bottoms to, you can then average down, and then you will find your way out eventually. You could still stay there, and then the stock price eventually recovers and never returns to your new average entry price, because averaging down is all about buying more lower so that your average entry price is now less than what you initially bought. Okay, so we are here asking these things because it happens to people. I'm telling you a few things that I've experienced in 27 years in the stock market using 6 stockbrokers now. And the whole idea is I don't want you to suffer what I suffered, experience or make the mistakes I made. So I'll keep informing you, giving you warnings. But you know what? It's not disobedience. This is the adventurous nature of us humans. We want to also try things, and it's good. That's why it's a do-it-yourself club. Some lessons you will learn directly. Some lessons experience will teach you. And I've always said, that thing they used to say, experience is the best teacher, is a lie. Experience is not the best teacher because she punishes you first before giving you the lesson. So now you have learned by experience, but you are under punishment for the mistake you have made because you are at a loss now, right? But if a mentor teaches you, a mentor helps you to qualify for what you are not qualified for while still qualifying you for it. That's what I'm doing right now. Make sense? If I'm making sense, type sense, sense, sense. I want to also be sure that you are listening to me, right? Quinty, that expression, I still need to understand whether you are also one of them. The punishment is expensive. Oh my God, Udo. Or is it Udo? The character of your name, or is it Wu? The character of your name is really confusing. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. I'm seeing your senses now. Okay, please, coach. Is Cadbury goodbye now? Glory, Udume. Let's see what's happening with Cadbury. It's a fantastic long-term stock. Entry price is all that matters now. We do not. You are dealing with the emotions of hundreds of thousands of investors across the world. Even if you are in the NGX, there are so many Nigerians in diaspora investing in the NGX now. So they are all over the world, right? Now, the fact is, while all of that is going on, because you can't be in the mind of anyone, you just cannot predict the market. Nobody has ever been able to predict the market. Yes? Okay, Quinty says experience has really shown me shaggy, coach, but I'm thankful to be under your mentorship. Thank you very much, Quinty. Never mind, we will show experience shaggy this time. Yes? Why so much charges from Bamboo when withdrawing? Educated Bushman. Wow, what a name. I don't know. I am not even a Bamboo user, so I really can't tell. So I hardly am able to make sense out of most of the questions and challenges you are faced with. So Cadbury, 58 Naira, down from the 62 Naira 75 kobo. Looks good to me, if you ask me. 1.1 million bids versus 1.8 million offers. Nice one. Nice one. Long time in the next 1 year, Cadbury should be touching 100 Naira. So you're not in error. Anything you see now, just pullbacks. People are now tired. People are taking profits and so on and so forth. And then one bull market experience again, and you will see a difference. For now, the BS are having their hold against the bulls. The bulls have had a good run most of the year. So let's wait and see and watch what happens. All right. I'm seeing some very confusing situations here. How is there a bid for Ella Lake at 19 Naira 20 kobo and 19 Naira, whereas it's not supposed to be costing that high? Market price is 16 Naira 30 kobo. So somebody is on a platform, maybe on an app, and is seriously bidding higher than what the market price is. Ella Lakes is down to 1630 from 1766. 4 million bids, 15 million offers. So the offers are way much more than the bid. Hello, coach. Is it good to top up NIDF and learn Africa? Jace, I'm thinking NIDF, absolutely. Never ever too late, never ever too much to top up on that. But learn Africa in this beer season, or in this mini beer appearance. Let's see. Learn Africa. Wow. Learn Africa continues to ascend. Now doing the rally we saw in Academy. 8 Naira 19 kobo, up from the 7 Naira 70 kobo it traded yesterday. It closed yesterday. And we have 811,000 bids versus 561,000 offers. Looks interesting there. I do not know if a little pullback might ensue, especially now that the entire market is selling off based on what the insurance company profit takers are doing. Okay, Sir Sir, Guinness on full offer. Time to average up, sir. Let's see. Guinness. Sometimes this is why you need some reserve cash. If you have some reserve cash, you can be able to take good advantage. Now, the fact it is on full offer means instead of buying today, you can wait to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. If it closes strong on full offer and there is a change in the price, 10% down today, then you are most likely going to be able to buy it cheaper tomorrow. So stay on. In fact, today's market, from what I'm sensing right now, especially with the timing of this profit taking in the insurance industry, I would advise you do not necessarily have to buy any stock today. That's it. Some days, no matter how much you have, if you like have 1 billion naira investable funds breathing in your account now, some days the best trade is no trade, zero trade. Just sit back and watch the trend. That's what I advise. Right now, that's what I strongly advise, unless we see any reasonable reason. Because tomorrow, there'll be, if we are experiencing some bit of bear movement in the market now, then tomorrow it could be even worse, or at least there is a chance it continues on this trend. Right? Coach, please, is Dang Sugar and Q-Tix a good buy? Linda NG. Dang Sugar, always a good buy as long as you are taking position in the long term. Q-Tix, the same, I would say, always a good buy as long as you are taking a long-term position. Keep the comments coming in. If I miss your comment, just keep repeating it so that along the line my eyes will catch it. But once it's 1 p.m., the call lines will be open for callers to call in and share their ideas, ask their questions. Good Echo, do you still believe in Transpower? Ayo, that's a very tricky question. That's because Transpower will only, being a very solid company in a fantastic sector of the Nigerian economy, will only make sense to shareholders when they break away from what they are now used to go ahead and pay out reasonable dividend to shareholders. Until that is done, I do not see any capital gains for Transpower. Though it's a fantastic business. So by and large, the ball is in the court of Tony Elumelu, the chairman, to determine what happens with Transpower. I can tell you this, if he is not done accumulating enough Transpower, you will hardly see any reasonable dividend payout there, and investors will just stay away from that stock, meaning the stock price will continue to either stagnate or keep going down. And if that happens, then of course, it remains a problem. But at the moment he decides he's done with having sufficient stakes in that company and ups the dividend payout reasonably, then the stock price will respond. So that's my take on Transpower. Okay. Suruka NG says, Coach, is it time to sell off insurance or we should still hold on? Now, I like us to have our own template and not to be swung left, right, and center by the market. If you bought insurance stocks just to benefit from the rally, then you can proceed to sell as long as you are still in profit. But if you took position in the insurance sector because you know that's the next big thing that looks like the banking sector, which I predict going forward, then you should relax in that insurance stock. Unless it's not amongst the best you bought, you just wanted to participate in the rally. If you just wanted a short-term performance, buy, sell, make profit, and move on. Then you can go ahead and sell. That's why the market is there for all classes of investors and investments. You can be both. You can still have solid stocks for the long term, but you jumped into a particular insurance stock for the short term to participate in the rally. Why not? So you can sell and jump out, or you hold on, wait for it to dip, take more position there, and wait for the next rally, which will still happen. One news may come from NICOM, National Insurance Commission, the supervisory or regulatory body of the insurance sector as a whole, in line with the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025, that could spur another round of rally. And when that happens, you take your profit and come out. Then take time to position for the best insurance stocks when everything settles down and they perhaps start their public offers. That's what I think. I hope it's very clear now. I also bought WAPIC. The reason why I bought WAPIC during the rally was two things. First, I know them to be solid. WAPIC is today's Coronation Insurance. Second, I wanted to also see if I could do short-term trade. So if the rally goes on and dips, based on my entry price, it doesn't dip down to where I bought it. I just let it be. So that whenever it bounces back again from this current dip, I keep going higher in terms of returns, capital gains, right? So everybody is in it for whatever reasons. But I am very sure of WAPIC in terms of their figures. I even shared it here that day. So I'm not troubled at all. By and large, it's not going to lose and come as low as I bought it. That's the advantage. So let's all understand that after one major rally comes a pullback, maybe followed by a consolidation, stagnation for a period, then another chance to rally again, because the rally in the insurance industry is just getting started. All right, Digital Nwa says, how can we start in Nigeria? Wherever you are, all you need to start investing is put in your open a stock brokerage account, and then register, fund your account, invest knowledgeably. Now, these platforms, my social media handles, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, they're all there, Facebook, to help you understand the market better, to bring you to a place where you can continue to follow market trends. And then, of course, on Discord group, we are Net Worth Investors Club. Outside the 2 hours daily live stream, we continue to educate ourselves, even during weekends, share market news information that we can use the following Monday during the weekend, and so on and so forth. So with all of this, you can get started and fly. The idea is we must get older. Nobody gets younger. Even a newborn baby today gets older the very next second after their birth. So, and the body cannot keep working the way it works now that you are able to get a job and do that job. So what do? All you need to do is find a way to move some of the money you are making now into the stock market and let them begin to make money for you, so that finally you will be able to leave whatever you are doing, live a comfortable life, maintain your standard of living, and yet don't have to struggle for money. So this is us putting money to work in advance for us, so that we can live, work alone later on in life. At your retirement, it's not the time to start looking for what money to continue to survive. At that point, the money you have earned during your work years should be able to fund you, because you worked hard for it. It should now start working for you for the rest of your life. That's what we are doing here. Okay? Keep those comments coming in. Which do you recommend, since you are not using Bamboo? Siaka FX. Okay. You must be referring to what brokerage firm I use. I use Atlas Portfolios. So if you are interested in joining Net Worth Investors Club, over 3,000 members, we're on Discord. Send me a DM. Follow me on Instagram, not on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM requesting to join Net Worth Investors Club. Free of charge, you join. And then if you need a link to open your stock brokerage account, I will send it to you. I use Atlas Portfolios, like I said. Nobody is forced to use the same broker I use. There are tens or even hundreds of brokers on the stock exchange. You may want to decide for yourself what's good for you. All right? But by all means, my concern is go ahead and start making money work for you so that you don't work the rest of your life. I am able to talk to you now because I have retired. I am enjoying retirement, early retirement. And you too, it can work for you. Okay? All right. Some of you are actually doing jobs that you don't need. You don't want it. You are struggling with that job. Even this morning, you woke up, it was a struggle to go to work. But you just have to go because you've got to earn your pay. Life is not meant to continue that way. So eventually, you will find yourself easing yourself out of that job that gives you so much stress and have the ability to focus on things that you love doing, you have passion for, you are never tired of. That's what I'm doing right now. I like helping people and showing them the way to build wealth. Nobody will pay me for that. But I have prepared a system that funds me so I don't need to bother about whether I get paid for this or not. So I am not compelled to go and work for money as I speak to you right now. So anybody can do that. But it takes years of focus and deliberate investing consistently for that to happen. So that's the kind of discipline that we have here and we try to share. If you are not following me, you are losing money. Many people will attest to that. And of course, just following and doing what we're doing helps you to develop some level of financial discipline that you couldn't have done alone. That's one thing with this community. Before you know it, you stop spending frivolously. Somebody was speaking to me from Finland yesterday, and he said, wow, suddenly, by just 2 months of meeting me, he has been able to trap 14 million naira worth of investment already. But ordinarily, those monies would have been flying through the window left, right, and center. And you know what? You are a Nigerian in diaspora. Eventually, that job may be taken away from you. If not by force, if not by AI, artificial intelligence, then it could be taken away from you based on the fact you have to retire. The question is, what then happens to you? All your struggles, all the shifts you have been packing abroad is now nonsense, and it leads to depression. You can't come back home because there is nothing to show. The shame of coming back empty-handed is there. So the quickest and smartest thing to do is start stashing away your money in places where it can keep growing before you are done with whatever you are doing there. Because a whole lot of people still want to come back home, but they want to come back comfortably and live a fantastic life. This is what you can do to eventually be able to buy a house for yourself in Lekki, Lagos, for instance. You can keep investing until you get sufficient capital to buy a home for yourself, fantastic home for yourself. But if you don't see the light that I'm sharing with you here, if you don't see the sense that I'm making here, then believe me, there's no amount of money you are making abroad that cannot be spent. Even footballers who earn £100,000 a week, £200,000 a week, they go broke. That's to tell you there's no amount of money you are earning now that you can't waste if you are not careful, right? So there is this nature of this environment, this community, to push you towards utilizing your money judiciously for yourself. Suddenly you will stop eating shawarma up and down and buying designer things that you don't need. suddenly, then you will start seeing your net worth is increasing. That's why we're called Net Worth Investors Club. Before you know it, 5 million. Somebody called in and was so excited. Why? She said for the first time in her life, she has been able to put together 1 million naira, and she's not doing any work. She just does, I think I've forgotten what she said she does. She's a merchant of a product. You know how people buy hair and sell, buy little things like that. But she was so glad that she has been able to now, she's now worth 1 million naira. And then someone sent me a message on Instagram. I shared that on the other platforms. He's in the diaspora, and he said for years of being in the diaspora, he never believed that he could be worth 100 million naira. But that's what he has already achieved. His 2025 target, he has achieved it as at last month when he sent that message. Right? So that's the kind of community. Not, if you notice, I do not post too much videos on TikTok, for instance, because there's no time. I'm looking for information, opportunities that I will share to help people. You know, I'm not looking for followers, right? But if followers come, fantastic. It means more people benefit. So if out of the 60-something thousand followers on Instagram, 1,000 of them get a change in their lifestyle resulting from what we are doing, and then with maximum results, positive results, undeniable, I'm done, right? So let everybody sit up. You may be 35 today, you will soon be 45 and 55 tomorrow. You may be 45 today, you will soon be 65. Nobody employs a 65-year-old, right? In fact, most of you are aware of the issue with the Ibom Air hostess and that passenger. Guess what? Everybody was commenting and asking, why is that woman that old, a air hostess? You will be amazed that before you know it, you are older than the job you are doing, and they will just ease you out of the system without pity. So don't be caught unawares, right? Thank you very much. Ojukes, as 38-year-old, should I invest my 20 million in NIDF or equity for 15 years? I have over 50 million in equity and 40% up. Ojukes is doing excellent. Can you beat that? He's 38. Imagine what, even if he doesn't invest any more fresh funds, what this becomes in the next 10 years when he will be 48 and not yet 50. Guess what? You don't know what you are losing when you don't order your finances early. You just don't know. And I can shock you now. Between the first January and June, the first 6 months of this year, go back and check how much cash has flowed through you. And then come back and confirm to me what you can point to that you did with that cash. It will shock you that you have received millions and you don't look it. And there is nothing to show. Right? So be challenged, somebody. Stop wasting away your sweat. I say it all the time. The money you work for to get is sweat money. But I prefer that you go the way of sweet money. You know, when you spend money that you just earned, you are wasting your sweat. It's also painful. Even if you are spending for yourself or for your family, you feel some level of inner pain that money is leaving you. That's not how to spend. That's not how to use money. Do not spend your sweat money. Rather, create sweet money from your sweat money. And what is sweet money? I've not heard this anywhere before. But if you are following me, you must have heard it from me before. You are hearing it again. Or you are hearing it for the first time. Sweet money is the money your sweat money made. So, that's why it's called sweet money. You are spending it, you are not feeling it a pinch, because the money that worked it out is still there working for more to come. So you spend freely. You enjoy to spend. That's when you can give some good money out and you don't feel it. Whereas there are people who can never give money out. So, back to Ojukes. Should I invest my 20 million in NIDF or equity for 15 years? You have two options. I'll work it out here. First, equity can turn something else. For instance, well invested, it can become a fortress. I did a little review, like I said the last time. 100 million naira, is it 100 million? 100 million naira, 1 million naira invested in GT Bank in 2020, 25 years ago, is now worth 300 and something million naira today in that same GT Bank. So that's the kind of thing equity will do for you. But let's assume what could be of that 20 million if you invest in NIDF, because the advantage of investing in NIDF is that you are able to get quarterly dividends. So that 20 million will fetch you about 176,000 NIDF at 113 naira per share. Now, 176,000 means every quarter you are receiving nothing less than 880,000 naira for the rest of your life, as long as NIDF continues to exist. Every 3 months, 880,000 comes because you put it in NIDF. And then from there, you proceed to throw it back into stocks and keep compounding. That's another way to take advantage of time value of money that investing in equity cannot. But you know what? The best thing to do, if you do not have NIDF, use half position in NIDF, use half into equity. That's my best advice. All right? Okay. So this is a 38-year-old planning so intentionally. You can't find this person struggle tomorrow. And this kind of person cannot be under the threat of AI coming to take their job. Right? Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the 1 hour mark, 1:02 already. So let's go ahead with your calls on TikTok. The phone lines will now be open. I'm sorry if I'm not able to pick your comment yet. But along the line, I could do a juggling of both to see that I attend to as much comments as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I can see Rehoboth is in the house. I don't know if my hobby is there. When I started, I forgot to introduce our moderators. Okay, so on to the calls. If you are not following me, I think you are losing money. You know that right now. Yes. So let's go. Grams is on the line. Hello, Grams. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, coach. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
My name is Emmanuel, tuning from Edo State.
Emmanuel from Edo State. Thank you for joining. I saw that so many people from Edo State are really, really interested in investing and growing their money. Go ahead.
Okay, coach. Thank you very much for your advice. I was able to get Atlas portfolio brokerage account, and I've got some asset. I got Shams yesterday, and today I got tips at 15. I don't know if that is a good buy.
What platform did you buy at 15?
Tips.
What platform did you use to buy at 15?
Okay, at Atlas.
Okay, I wish you were a bit patient today because at 14.50 now, and the bids are slightly less than the offers, but it's okay. 15 is okay. You can always average down. TIP is one stock to hold for the long term. It's a great value stock. Go ahead.
Okay, coach. And then lastly, I have some stocks with bamboo. I don't know how to move them to Atlas. I don't know the step to take.
Well, I think you should email Atlas. They've told us here before that it's possible to move from bamboo. Some houses can be very stubborn. You know how it looks when you want to move your bank account from one bank to the other. The host bank will be employing all sorts of tactics to discourage you from doing that. So I get the point. But they've said it before here, or I mean Atlas, that it's possible to move from them. Whether or not there has been any kind of challenge lately, I can't tell. So email them for that exercise to proceed.
All right, coach. Thank you very much. That will be all.
Thank you very much. Okay. Um, we have currently Siaka FX, Gold, Dunmin, Ninu, and Ibrahim. I'm going to follow that um, queue as we proceed. Okay, Clean says I finally moved my stocks from AfriInvest after fighting. Yes, they will not give up without a fight. It's normal.
Hello, good afternoon.
Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
I'm Siaka, streaming from Abuja.
Siaka from Abuja, glad to have you. Please go ahead.
Okay. I'm a good technical analyst because I trade crypto and forex.
Awesome. I can see that FX on your name. I
Yeah,
already got it.
but I'm trying to diversify into stocks, both Nigeria stock and US stocks. But I don't know where I can analyze it or make use of the fundamentals.
Okay.
But I tried using TradingView, but I don't know the right broker to use because there are many brokers and the data is delayed also.
Yeah. Actually, it is basically because of data transmission delays that I use Atlas portfolios. So,
Okay, it is name of
say again.
Atlas portfolio.
Yes, Atlas portfolios. It doesn't mean they're the only ones. Of course, I've not used all the brokers in Nigeria. There are too many. I only share what I use, and if it's okay with anybody, why not?
Okay. Yeah, it's okay with me.
Then,
Okay, I have like 20M budget, 20M investment budget for stocks.
okay.
So I don't know
Do you intend to
how many stocks
do you
will
intend
be
to
here.
or you intend to invest long term? Because you've introduced yourself as a trader, so that's
Long term.
that thing about trading and not staying long term. So is it long term?
Yeah, long term, sir.
All right. Now, if it's long term, I can now understand why you ask for where to get fundamentals from. Usually, you get annual reports from the NGX website, www.ngxgroup.com. Search through all of the menus there. You will find where the corporate action or company results are published. From there, you can have an idea where to get information about these companies. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. Any other question, please feel free to send me a DM and I'll respond. So that we can also let others.
So what advice do you have for me? Because I have like 20 to 30 with a DCA plan.
Just stay on and get sufficient knowledge first. Don't rush with the money yet. You've been a part of this meeting. Join the Network Investors Club. Just feel the entire market scenario.
That's what I'm trying to do. I can get the link on your profile.
The Discord link, you can get it on my profile. Send it on Instagram. I will send you the link.
All right, sir.
Yes.
This same name.
Yes, just search me out or use the link on my bio to my Instagram. Click on the link.
Thank you.
And see the Instagram icon to take you to my Instagram page. Thank you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, No one will ask you to give them money in Net Worth Investors Club. It's not how we operate. So the wisdom of making it a do-it-yourself club is so that you are protected from the word go. Nobody should come into your DM to start asking you how is your investment. Go and download this app so that I can guide you. Everything is disclosed. Please, nobody should deceive you into parting with your hard-earned money. All questions asked in the open, responses will come in the open. Some people have cloned my DP and have gone about deceiving people into putting money here and there, downloading and installing apps that eventually takes sensitive information from them. That's the reason why I don't follow you back. It's not pride, it's for your protection. I don't know if you have heard this before, but this is the inspiration I had. Do not follow them back so that one deceiver will not use my DP to create an account to deceive them into thinking I'm the one chatting them. That's why you are going to be the first person to chat me, then I will respond. If you see anybody with my DP come into your DM, that's a rogue. Report that account, block them, and whatever you like. Okay? All for your protection. There are several accounts that have been opened faking a backup. I have no backup. This TikTok account is my second after the very first one was banned. So, and I'm not, that's why I told you I'm not interested in building number of followers. I'm not trying to influence. So I don't need that. I just need people who need the information I'm sharing to run with it to better their lives. Okay? All right. Next on the line is Gold Dunminino.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
My name is Dominino. I'm streaming from Qatar. Please,
Dominion,
sir, this
thank you for joining. Go ahead.
I can't hear you. This is my first time here. So, since like almost 6 months now, I've been trying to open um an investment account, but I don't know how to go about it. And I don't even know where to start. I don't have any idea about it. Then, secondly, I also wanted to open another one for my child. She's just 15, at least that can run from now till maybe 4 or 5 years. So I don't know how do I do this.
Okay. Um, Dominino, you are actually in the right place. And I want to even commend you for having such thoughts without being pushed or encouraged externally. And then finally, what you're looking for is here. All you need to do is send me a DM, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. I will forward the link to open your brokerage account. Now, after you open that brokerage account for yourself, you can now apply to open a minor account. The reason why you need a minor account for your child is so that you will be the administrator. She's not of age yet, but you can invest on her behalf and watch it grow until she comes of age when you can actually be able to release it to be under her control and so on and so forth. So even if you don't know how to invest, what to invest in, this is the right place to get started because knowledge is required. And we always advise, please get a few foundational knowledge before you start. It helps your decision making going forward. And guess what? I have a beginner guide video I will also forward to you to get started. Understand the market and then make up your mind as you join us on a daily live stream, or for those who may not be able to join because they're at work, or those in Canada and US because of time difference, you can always go back to the YouTube channel and watch the day's full live stream. That way, you are shaped up in terms of knowledge, and then investment decisions become smarter And then you start building your own portfolio of wealth. Is that fine, Dominino?
Yes, yes, yes. Then secondly, please hold on. I don't know how true this is. I heard from my savings account, I mean bank account, maybe GT, First Bank. Um, I can also invest from that particular account. I don't know how true it is.
When you say you can invest from that account, do you mean saving the money for interest? Or what kind
Yes,
of
something like that. Yes, because there is this particular account that I have. Money is just there. I don't use it. So, and I heard it's what you just said now. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not doing it the right way, or I don't know.
actually, there is nobody who becomes wealthy through savings,
Okay.
right? And that's why we're looking for the smartest places to put our money knowledgeably.
Okay.
And the kind of results we have gotten from people who really have taken this advice is simply amazing. Savings is an old syllabus. Savings is the foundation towards investing. The fact is, you already have all the ingredients of being an investor. The first step is that saving culture. Some people just can't save. Everything that comes disappears. Nobody becomes wealthy without first developing a savings habit. You've got that. What you are lacking now is the next step, and you are in the right place. So, all those money idling away in the name of saving or whatever interest yielding account, they are supposed to be working much harder for you, giving you better returns. That's why you are here. Good a thing you haven't wasted it. Now you will be furnished with the requisite knowledge to go one step ahead on your wealth journey. Makes sense?
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. This
All right.
particular name on Instagram, right?
Yes, or to be safe, just go on my the link tree bio on my bio there, the link tree on my bio there, you will see
Okay.
just on that link tree, you will see the Instagram, you will see the YouTube and all other social media handles. Just takes you straight there. Follow, subscribe, and send your message. After the live stream today, I will respond to DMs. Yesterday I couldn't respond to so many DMs also. Apologies for anybody who is here who sent the DM I couldn't respond to. Hopefully I will do with all that later today. Thank you very
All
much,
right. Thank
Dominic.
you, sir. Thank you
All
very
the best
much.
in your journey. Bye. All right. Next on the queue, I think we lost the third caller, but we will proceed to Ibrahim MJ5. So I have a few comments that while we are trying to connect, I can be able to quickly respond to.
Good afternoon, coach.
Very good afternoon to you, Ibrahim.
My name
Umeru.
is Ibrahim.
Okay.
I
Where are
am
you?
19 years old.
Oh, wow. You have the voice of a 35-year-old.
Not at all, sir. I am 19.
Awesome.
I
Coming from
started learning about investments about 2 months ago, and I
Ibrahim.
have actually. I'm calling from Abuja, Nigeria.
Awesome. Go ahead. 2 months ago, you
So
started investments. Go on.
yes, and I told myself I was just going to start because experience is actually one of the best teachers, as people usually say. But I am starting small. I started small. I bought some stocks in Apple, S&P 500, and Nvidia. I opened a brokerage account with Bamboo, and that is what I have done for now. So I would want you to please advise me on the long-term investments that I can go into, something I can do for maybe 15 years, just leave and see how it goes. I have idle money that I would want to invest instead of just leaving them in savings accounts. So I would want your advice, please. And then also, secondly, okay, let me allow you finish the first, please.
Now, I'm about to burst your bubble, Ibrahim.
Okay, sir.
Experience is not the best teacher. In this place, I take you through a change of orientation as well.
Okay.
I just said it. The reason why I laughed when you said experience is the best teacher is because I said
Yes.
something completely contrary to that earlier
Yes.
on in the live stream. And what I
Yes.
said was experience is not the best teacher because she punishes you before teaching the lesson.
Yes.
But a mentor qualifies you for what you are not qualified for while helping you to qualify for it.
You're right, sir.
So a mentor helps you not to make the mistakes he has made. So he's a better teacher than experience. If you want experience, all the money you have put in S&P 500, Vanguard, all of those foreign stocks, they will first disappear. Then you get the experience. That's a punishment before the lesson. Anyway,
You're right, sir.
ladies and gentlemen, yet again, another potential millionaire, maybe in dollars, is 19. It
Even.
reminds me of my younger self. I started this journey at 19. Here we are today. The world is a global village. Age does not matter no more. He's here discussing S&P 500. I didn't know S&P when I was 19, even though I started trading in the stock market at 19. Only 7 years ago was it possible for anyone to buy foreign stocks from Nigeria. But now, at 19, he has started his journey. Ibrahim, you will settle down and open a brokerage account also for the Nigerian stock market so that you benefit from both. A lot of times, Nigerian stock market can grow your money so fast, it will amaze you. But let's all be reminded, as I always say, the stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to be patient while developing an investment culture and making it a habit, and then you will see your money grow. But also, sometimes the market rewards us faster than we anticipate or expect. Okay? So, in addition to your foreign portfolio, you should
Okay.
open a brokerage account for Nigerian stocks. What you
Okay, sir.
will send me a DM, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll send the
sure.
link to the Net Worth Investors Club. You need to join that club. Follow the discussions there. It will sharpen your knowledge and awareness of what's happening in the market part time. We have over 3,000 members, Nigerians,
Wow, that's nice.
Nigerians in Nigeria, and some foreigners. Foreign stocks are also discussed there. We have the NGX channel. We have the foreign stocks channel. Then we have the day trade channels for daily U.S. stocks. That's not for everybody though, but you can just follow discussions and then follow most of the ideas and research being done there to do your own research and make up your mind. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
From there on, you can now start growing your portfolio. Go ahead.
Sir, you said?
I said from there, you can now start growing your portfolio.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Secondly, I would like to ask, what you said now, you said I should try that after I message you, I will get a link to open a Nigerian brokerage account. So what app would you advise I use? What platform do you advise I use for a Nigerian brokerage account?
Atlas Portfolios, that's what I use.
Okay, sir. Okay. Is there let's say recommendations? Do you have recommendations to Nigerian stocks we can buy for? I don't know. Since the Nigerian stock market will almost be closed, I think by 3 p.m. So, do you think there's any there's anyone you would advise for me to get into and maybe see
Right
how it.
now, what I am
Okay.
advising is for us to wait for the pullback to consolidate, and then we can look for the best options. But some are already looking nice. I spoke about UACN at 70, 72 or 71. I saw it around 71, which looks good. Oh, it's
Okay.
back up to 77. I said something like that earlier today, right? Well, it's up to 77 right now. UACN 77. I said it before that later in the day, towards closing, there seems to be some interest that pushes the price back up. Well, around 78, 71, and 77, it's not bad for USCN. We do not know if we could pull back further, but
Mm.
fair enough. And then talking about a stock like Cadbury as well, under 60, it looks good. Let's see how much it is. 59. I know it traded less than 59 earlier, but under 60, Cadbury is still good. Hoping you are taking a very long-term position, you do not have a problem getting into these stocks. I think
Okay.
at this point you don't go into insurance stocks yet. Then Dangote Sugar
Yes,
currently
sir.
at 53 looks good, could go lower. Keep an eye on that. So
Okay, sir.
one last lesson that the money is on ground doesn't mean you must go all out and spend
Yes,
buying.
sir.
You need tact, you need poise, then you need to be um, strategic in getting into the stocks. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate greatly. I would send a message on Instagram right away.
All right.
You have a great one, sir.
You too, Ibrahim. Bye.
Bye.
After Gioke Gizi, then Leon John will be next. Hi, coach. Please, I need Atlas Portfolios link. Victor Owade, just send me a DM. You're already on Instagram. Makes it easier. Coach, how will the tax policy affect stock investors from next year? Tax policy does not really change too
Hello,
much.
good afternoon, sir.
Was good afternoon, as far as stocks is concerned. Tell us your name and where you're speaking from.
I am Joke. I'm calling from Enugu.
Joke from Enugu, thank you for joining. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I am new here. I just joined today,
Oh, wow.
and I'm so much interested in everything they are saying. I have something I've been planning on, but I really don't know what to do about it. But I was just planning and thinking maybe it will favor me. Okay. So, but since I saw this, I said, let me ask a question to see if you can help me with a suggestion for that.
Go ahead.
I am planning on opening a business by the end of next year, not even this year. But I'm learning the business, which I want to start with a huge sum of money. So, but I don't have the money right with me, but before then, I will be having some amount of money consecutively before I start the business. So, but I don't want to be saving it in the bank just like that. So, I don't know if there is a place I can be saving up to see if I will get some interest or added income before I start the business.
What time frame do you have between when the cash is available and when you will deploy it into the business?
Okay, I have 1 year and 5 months. Let me see. That's from now till next year, December. And let me say from now till December this year, I can say I'll be able to have like 10 million naira, which I don't know if anytime I have like from now till this December, if I have like 2 million, if I can put in there, if I have another 2 million, I can still put in there until, something like that. It's not going to come once.
December is a fantastic time. So this is what you would do. Gather the money till November.
Okay.
Let it be earning you
Okay.
interest wherever you put it. Maybe in mutual fund between now and November. In November, whatever you have gathered,
Even I only have a savings account. It's not earning me any interest.
never mind. Just listen first.
Okay.
Open a mutual fund account. Notify them that you will need the money in November. Whatever comes between now and November, you throw it in there. From that November, you start investing in stocks. While you are investing in stocks, any other money that comes between that November, December, you still throw it in stocks. Between February and May, you should see very good returns to pull out. You do not necessarily have to wait till the full 1 year that you need the money. That's what you should do.
Okay. Thank you very much. And you promised me if I save from now in that
community, you will always see opportunities as we keep sourcing for them. That's why I'm here on a daily basis.
Okay. That if I keep being in this community, I will get more information, right? Is that what you said?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, let me ask questions with what you already told me, right? You said I should open a mutual account, right? Okay, where I can be saving from now till November.
Go to Stanbic IBTC, the closest Stanbic IBTC bank nearest to you, and ask them for their mutual fund offers. Once they give you a product,
Okay.
move those funds in that account that is doing nothing for you. Let it start working for you. No money should be left idle. As a matter of fact, that money is just sleeping. Like a staff in a company, all it does is sleep and wake up and go home. That's what that money is doing for you. You will not be happy if you stuff like that, will you?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I really have.
Leon John, you are next. Toria says, Coach, how can we join your Discord channel? Send me a DM. You're already on TikTok already. On Instagram already. Send me a DM on Instagram requesting to join the group. I'll forward the link to you. Thank you. Yes, someone was asking about RT Briscoe, my bet stock. Let's see. RT Briscoe, 3 naira 90 kobo. It was doing 4 naira earlier. 650,000 bids versus 959,000 offers. That's the situation. We're trying to connect with Leon John, but while we're still trying to, let's see, no experience gives a painful lesson. Okay, no. Whoa, welcome, Ibrahim. Any thoughts on UBA coach Peterpedia? Let's see, UBA. What's UBA going?
Good afternoon, coach.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're streaming from?
I'm Leon calling from Benin, Nigeria.
Leon from Benin.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all the good work you have been doing in this community. For the depth of my heart, I say thank you and God bless you more abundantly, sir.
Amen.
Sir, I'm new. I've said this my second time in your life, and the first time I went for, I asked a question and you answer me correctly. Then I will not have enough money, but right now I have like 300 at the moment, and I don't know the kind of stock I should invest that 300k on. Just one particular spot on a long time. Hello, sir.
Fidelity Bank.
Fidelity Bank. Okay, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so. Thank you so much.
Wow, it was so noisy at his background. Good thing he got the information. All right, Beauty Finds Shop. Next caller, Beauty Finds Shop. Where have you been? I hope your portfolio is breathing fine and swelling like agege bread soaked in water. That's what I was taught by some Lagos folks. While we're waiting to connect with Beauty Finds Shop, Coach, what's your take on Eternal Oil? Sell or hold? I think you should hold. Something good could just come out of that sector. But if you didn't buy for long term and you are in profit and you see other better opportunities, maybe you should sell. Okay, connection with Beauty Fine Shop failed there woefully. We go on to the next, Jace. Let's hear from Jace.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, loud and clear.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. This is Jace, and I'm streaming from China. I'd like to know just one question. I'd like to know if Namath Pharmaceuticals and Etana are good to top up today.
Okay, I'm just going through the charts now to see. First to pop up for me, based on the alphabetical order, is Eternal Oil. It's dropping. How much is your initial entry price?
My initial entry price, actually bought it last year. I'm going to have a look quickly. Okay, Etana, I bought it for like 2025 or so.
Okay, it's looking like today is not the best day because tomorrow could just offer something better. That's because currently offer and bid 598,000 offers, 210,000 bids, meaning bidders are not under pressure. Price has dropped from 38 to 37.80. Considering tomorrow is a discount day, Friday, hopefully you could buy some more cheaper than it is now.
Okay, sir. Thank you. What about Namath Pharmaceuticals?
Could you furnish me with your initial enterprise for Namath?
Namath, I bought it for 2 naira 4 kobo.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Now, buying Namath at 7 naira 67 will be so much of an averaging up. I'm looking at the bid and offer status now. It's at 3.6 million offers versus 338,000 bids. So another likelihood for the price to come down again. Maybe not too low, but still a chance to buy cheaper tomorrow.
Okay, sir. I'll do that. Because because when I bought most of these shares last year, I just wanted to try because that was my first time. Because I didn't go back to Nigeria for like 11 years. So when I went back, my friend introduced me. So I just wanted to try with some. Now I see that I bought it at 2 naira. Now it's about 7 naira, getting to 8 naira. So I want to like average up, top up. So thank you for the advice. I'll just wait until tomorrow. That's all from me, sir. Thanks.
All right, Jace. Cheers. Angela, you are next. And we would also try to see if we can get back to Beauty Finds Shop. Hello, Angela. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, coach.
Please, where are you streaming from?
I'm streaming from Abuja, Nigeria.
Angela, you are almost speaking like the...
My question is, sorry?
Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to ask, as a newbie, I don't know much about stock and investment, but I want to go into it and I've been making some research. So I want to ask, is there any advice for someone like me that has zero knowledge concerning investments and stocks? Although I do make like roughly like 300 to 400,000 every month to spare, and saving it is not adding up at all. So I was trying to put my leg into investment. So I want to know, is there any advice or anything you can tell me?
Oh, wonderful. We have people who can actually, I'm trying to look for one person to talk to you now, and that will help you before I summarize. First off, you're in the right place. Be rest assured you can start from anywhere and become what you want to do with your investments. Okay. Nobody became the master from the womb in whatever field they are operating now. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
So first things first, you will open your stock brokerage account, right? Register it, fund it, and get as much knowledge during this live stream and in our wealth community on Discord app. And we'll be giving sufficient foundational knowledge to understand how the market works and then proceed to taking your first baby step immediately. Most important prerequisite is desire to grow your money. I can tell that from what you have just stated, you already have it. A strong desire to grow your money. The rest is to get the guidance from here and you will see yourself flying. I want Kaka to also talk to you. Hello, Kaka. I'm about to surprise you now. Come and speak to Angela. If the connection will permit, maybe Kaka will give you one or two hints about how she joined and how she's making good progress. Between Kaka and Beauty Fine's shop, I welcome you to come up and let's talk to Angela as well.
Hello,
Hello,
coach.
Kaka. Good
I don't know
afternoon.
if you can hear me properly because of the noise in the background.
Loud and clear. Angela can hear you too.
Okay. Good afternoon, house. Good afternoon, coach. Thank you for all you do.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Angela is all ears. Advise her. It's her first time.
Okay. Hi, Angela. My name is Kenny. You can call me Kaka. So apparently, a
Okay.
few months
Welcome,
ago, I
Kaka.
joined as well, and I can tell you now that my portfolio is booming. First and foremost, what I want you to have in mind is patience, because we are buying patience in stock market. Stock market is also not a get rich quick scheme. So when you have patience, you will achieve every other thing that you think you cannot achieve. First and foremost, you need to acquire knowledge first, because you don't put your money, according to coach, you don't put your money in what you don't know. So acquire knowledge first on the platform. Then afterward, you have to register with a brokerage account, which Atlas, coach has already recommended Atlas. You can use Atlas. And the reason why he recommend Atlas is for other fintech app, they charge a lot. And I can talk with my own experience as well, because I use Bamboo with Atlas. The charges is ridiculous. So he always advised that we use a Nigerian brokerage account, and Atlas is in the right perfect uh, platform for you to use. Then secondly, after you've registered with Atlas, you acquire the knowledge, then you can now know the kind of stock to buy. Because in the stock market, we have different kind of stock. We have the penny stock, like in different sectors. We have the banking sectors, we have the consumer food sectors, we have the oil and gas sector, a lot of sectors we have in the stock industry. So acquired more knowledge, and you can always ask coach and other people for things that you don't know, so that they can help you out on your journey. It's a do-it-yourself platform. You do everything yourself, and that's why everybody is here to help one another to achieve a greater height in our investment journey. So that is all I can say. If coach have any other things to add to it, I mean, you can. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kemi. You were taking on our words and you have done excellently well. Angela, did you hear Kaka, as we call her here?
Yeah, I heard her and I picked some few points from what she said. First
Great.
is patience is the key, and also she also named some factors whereby you can invest your money, which I picked from what she said, saying that if you want to invest, I guess you want to go into where people consume a lot, like that's part of oil, gas, and food factors. So I pick from that point. Thank you very much.
All right. So what you would do, because we are a practical club, you can actually learn and still be earning. Your journey is about to get started almost immediately. So follow me on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll forward the link to open your brokerage account, number one. Also, request for the link to join the Network Investors Club so that outside the 2 hours daily live stream, you can follow market developments and discussions, analysis on the group. The Discord group is an app, just like WhatsApp, and we have more than 3,000 members right now, cutting across both Nigerians in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, and then some foreigners. All right. So that way, all of these platforms, including subscribing to my YouTube channel, where I will send you the link to starting up with a foundational video to help you understand how the market operates. And then before you know it, you see yourself flying as well. Is that okay? Thank you very much, Kaka. I appreciate you. Angela, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll message you.
Thank you. Natural, you are next.
I'm not. I don't want to talk anything.
Hello, good afternoon. Natural, are you there? Okay. Looks like she didn't intend to call in, could have been an error. Well, we go on and we have Toby Loba standing by. All right, we have Tata fan club celebrating her. Well done, Tata. He says you did well. Bravo. Says Splashy J is happy with you, Kaka. Excellent. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Sorry, I think I must have requested by mistake. But yeah, I must commend you for the good works you've been doing. So my name is Tobiloba. I'm calling from the United Kingdom. And yeah, since I joined you, sorry, portfolio is always in my head.
That's what happened here.
So since I joined this team, I think it was TY that actually recommended me to you. And since I joined this team, and I've been following I've been following you on all platforms, and I can say yes, my portfolio is doing really great.
Awesome.
I've been investing in the global stocks before actually trying the NGX stocks, and I can say yes, NGX is actually a good place to make money.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toby.
Yeah.
On to the next. Who do we have still waiting? Okay, Uyai. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, looks like UI is unavailable. Perhaps you must have called in error. We'll go on to the next caller. Zeno Casual.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. The name and where you're streaming from?
Okay, from Benin.
Zeno from
From
Benin.
Benin, sir.
You go ahead.
Yes. Okay, sir, I just want to ask a question. Is ICO a good hold for a long term?
Well, considering the latest Insurance Industry Value Reform Act, it could be. Currently, there is a pullback. Let's check to see ICO at 4 naira 19 kobo per share. But there are 58 million offers compared to just 3 million bids. So ICO is selling off at 419 at the moment. We'll see how far.
Okay, because I bought at 2 naira. So should I want to hold for a long term and top up. So I don't know if I should hold or sell and take profit. Then re-enter.
Now, that could be a good option, especially now that it's still around 4. Sell, take profit, hold on, watch it drop below 4, and re-enter for the long term. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. You see, that's what we're about here. We're really celebrating Kaka for her performance. You just don't know what you are made of until you are offered the stage. And you know what? We can actually create the stage for ourselves to continue to improve ourselves. Public speaking and all of that, they are all personal development skills that we can acquire by being helpful to others. Onazi is asking, hello, coach. Can I start investing with as low as 5K? I can tell you that's even more than what I started with because I started investing with 4,000 naira. So why not? Every money put in the stock market is meant to grow it. And so go ahead. And then you will eventually develop the discipline from 5,000. You will see yourself putting in 500,000. But if you do not have the discipline to put in 5,000, which usually is something you could easily spend, then waiting till you have 1 million is going to be an exercise in futility. Because in the end, you will still end up not being able to invest when you have that amount. The whole idea of starting small from wherever you are is so that you begin to develop the discipline of setting money aside, no matter how small or how big. What you could not set aside when you were having small money is not what you can now set aside when the money is bigger, because at that point, fear comes in. And fear is one of the biggest enemies of wealth creation. Every wealthy person you find actually overcame fear at some point before they achieved what they achieved. The fear of failing in that business, they overcame it. The fear of losing money, they overcame it. The fear of competition, all sorts of fears. So if fear is your problem, then hasten to overcome it. Otherwise, you may never make money, right? 6 minutes before today's live stream is ended, we go on to the next caller. Let's see how quickly we can do it. We have 11 on standby and just can't seem to respond to all of them today, I guess. But let's see how many we can do. Can you just do it very quickly, as much as possible? Ima Achisu. Hello, good afternoon.
Imachi.
Ima Achi. Good afternoon, sir. Where are you streaming from?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Please, where are you streaming from? And straight to your question.
Okay, I'm streaming from Lagos.
Thank you very much, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Mete, I really want to start by saying God bless you so real much for
Thank you, sir.
all that you have been doing. I've joined you quite a while, but my problem had been financial crunches. There had been once I tried to get your attention to see if I could dispose my property somewhere in Lagos on the platform. I made that request, but there was no response. So I had to just forget about it and rest on my hours and see how I could do that, because I actually need money to start investing in real stocks. However, I think I really, really appreciate what you're doing. In fact, what really catch my moment was your interview at on channels. Oh, it was mind blowing. In fact, I saw the real you, and I found out that everything you've been pouring out here on the live stream is exactly what you give out there. And then I can imagine how widespread that information and the knowledge about the industry, you know, I mean, how far it went, and the people that would have also learned about you. For me, who have known you for a while here and seeing you there too, and seeing what you actually dished out, honestly, I give you 100%.
Thank you
That's
so much.
great. Really,
Thank
really
you.
great. Yeah.
Thank you.
I just want to ask you one thing, and I have quite a lot of things, but I don't want to take your time because of the limited time, so that others can have opportunity to ask their questions. Yes, I just want to try my hands on Cadbury with the little funds I have. My question is, how many times in the year do they pay their dividends, and how much is their earnings per share? That is what they offer as dividends to their shareholders. Yeah, that's my question, sir.
Okay. First off, I want to really appreciate you for your kind words regarding the channel's interview and all that. And please, it's all of us who made it happen, because without your gathering here and engaging as well, maybe we wouldn't have been noticed. In any case, we are not even doing what we are doing here for the limelight. We just want to impact fellow humans and see how they can improve on their own personal finance and lifestyle generally. So if we are being noticed, then perhaps it's a sign that we're doing the right things. Yes, so you have been part of it, and I really appreciate all of you. We did it, and let's keep doing what we enjoy doing. Now, for Cadbury, their earnings per share, I would rather go on their quarterly results, because Cadbury is coming from a poor past. And
Okay.
so if you take a look at their previous year result, last year result, you will see why Cadbury stagnated at 20 naira for so long. But all that has changed from the previous two quarters that we have seen. Quarter one 2024 revenue was 23 billion, but quarter one 2025 is 37 billion. Quarter two 2024 was 27 billion. Quarter two 2025, 40 billion.
Oh,
Let me rush down to the earnings per share, which you asked about. Quarter one 2024 was actually a loss of 3 naira 21 kobo.
okay.
So instead of earnings per share, loss per share. For quarter one 2025, they recovered from the loss and bounced back into profit of 2 naira 62 kobo per share. Quarter two 2024 was still a loss of 1 naira 5 kobo. Quarter two 2025, they rebounded to 1 naira 84 kobo profit. So then we have now advanced into the second half of the year when fast moving consumer goods are going to make more money because of
Okay.
festivities. Most weddings are programmed towards the end of the year, Christmas, and all of those festive activities. Much more sales going on in that sector. We expect something grand. And if it continues, the next 1 year, Cadbury should be 100 naira stock, maybe less than a year from now, maybe even as early as February. Okay. The only thing I see that may hinder stock price movement on the NGX next year is because it's going to be a pre-election year. And that hindrance, I foresee it happening towards the end of next year, about the third quarter of next year. For us, who have witnessed this severally for more than 2 decades, almost 3 decades, we see that as also an opportunity, just in case history tries to repeat itself. So that's my take on Cadbury. So you are safe to gradually invest for the long term, but strategic buying deep, just in case you buy today and you find it go lower after a while, go ahead and buy more and relax.
Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coach. I really appreciate that.
I'm
I'm
sorry
grateful.
for not seeing your message on Discord. There are so many things I need to attend to, so I must have
No, that's
skipped.
all right. That's all right. That's all right. I'm your fan. Never mind. I would have really appreciated a situation where the net worth investors also avail some of the investors' opportunity. Like I said, I have a piece of land in some good places in Lagos here, which I would love to, not to really sell, so that I can go into full swing stock, purchase and then relax and then see my stock grow. I wish that was possible. I'm not pushing that on you, sir, but I'm just making a go because I know maybe there are some other people hearing me as I speak who share the same opinion. They are already biting their fingers, like myself. I've been a victim of a lot of these funny schemes. I've lost so much money in network investment and all have you and all. In fact, right now, don't let me go into that, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So the little I have, I just realized that stock has been an area I've neglected for so long, even before I retired. But then, if I have a way of, selling my properties, then I want to go full swing and put good money into this thing. Thank you, Coach. You are doing well. Thank you, sir.
We'll get to know more about what you really want outside the live stream. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your input and your trust. Have a great day.
You too, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's already past 2 p.m. Unfortunately, we can't continue in today's live stream. The time is up. I saw Amare saying on TikTok, it's my first time here and I'm really excited about the teaching already. Amare, that's a sign that you belong here. And what we do here is to encourage Nigerians into growing their resources legitimately. And it baffles me to still see young boys proceed into doing fraudulent things with so much talent and dexterity. If you pick that talent and know-how and put it in the stock market, I think you should be better off. So legitimate income and wealth creation is what we do here. On a daily basis, we're here 12 noon to 2 p.m. Nigerian time. This is where we come to the end of today's session. But please take note, those of you in Canada and the U.S. who are not able to join because of time difference, never mind. The video will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, including yesterday's video. Even though it's not full 2 hours, that will also be uploaded because a lot of ideas are shared that could be useful even 1 month after the video. All right. So some stocks we discussed about 1 month after now are still relevant things that you can act on. That's why we do all this to help you stay grounded, stay invested, because that's the way to make money. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM for any request that you have. I'll find time to respond. Until we meet again tomorrow, the very last trading day of the week, this is me saying thank you very much to everybody who has contributed. Today, Kaka was my co-host. Interestingly, she had a lot of kudos from her fans as well. Tomorrow, we'll do it again. Until then, this is me saying thank you very much and bye for now.